Summary of The Power of Habit, Charles Duhigg. The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg explores how habits are formed, their impact on our personal and social lives, and how we can change them. Duhigg argues that much of our daily behavior is shaped by habits, not conscious decisions. Many of the actions we take throughout the day, from waking up in the morning to how we deal with challenges, are all influenced by habits that have been ingrained in our brains. The good news is that habits can be changed. If we can understand how they work, we can replace negative behaviors with positive ones, leading to success and improvement in various aspects of our lives. The habit loop, how habits are formed. One of the key concepts in this book is the habit loop, which explains how a behavior becomes a habit. This loop consists of three main components. Cue, a specific trigger that activates the brain and prompts the start of a behavior. This cue can be a time of day, an emotion, a place, or even a particular smell. Routine, the behavior or action we perform in response to the cue. It can be good, like exercising, or bad, like smoking. Reward, the result or benefit we gain from performing the behavior. The reward can be a feeling of pleasure, relaxation, or stress relief. For example, consider a person who smokes a cigarette every day after lunch. Here, the cue is eating lunch, the routine is smoking, and the reward is the sense of relaxation they feel afterward. After repeating this loop many times, the brain records this behavior as a habit. How can habits be changed? One of the most important points in the book is that habits can't be easily eliminated, but they can be changed. The brain is designed to preserve habitual patterns, but if we can change one part of the loop, we can adjust our behaviors. The key to changing a habit is to replace the routine while keeping the cue and the reward the same. For instance, if someone always turns on the TV as soon as they get home and wastes time for hours, this is a bad habit. To change this, they should keep the cue, coming home, but replace the routine with something healthier, like reading or exercising. The reward should remain the same. For example, the feeling of relaxation and entertainment that they got from watching TV now comes from reading or walking. Keystone habits and their impact on life. One of the most fascinating concepts in the book is keystone habits. Duhigg explains that some habits have a broader impact and can trigger a chain of positive changes in a person's life. These habits are called keystone habits. For example, exercising can be a keystone habit. People who exercise regularly often lead healthier lifestyles, choose better diets, are more productive at work, and even have better relationships. In fact, a small change can lead to big changes in life. Habits in business and marketing. Habits don't only impact our personal lives, but companies and big brands also leverage the knowledge of habits to increase sales and attract customers. One of the well-known examples presented in the book is the story of Target. The company analyzed customer buying patterns to identify pregnant women, even before they themselves knew they were pregnant. By sending targeted advertisements, they encouraged these customers to buy products specifically for expectant mothers. In addition, many famous brands like Starbucks, Coca-Cola, and Procter & Gamble have increased their sales by creating specific habits among their customers. For example, modern toothpaste brands have ingredients like foam and mint flavor that don't necessarily improve cleaning but give customers a sense of freshness and cleanliness, which helps these behaviors become habitual. The role of habits in social and cultural changes. Habits don't only affect personal lives and businesses, they also play a major role in social transformations. Duhigg explains how great social movements, such as the American Civil Rights Movement, were able to create collective habits among people and lead to deep societal changes. A key example in this context is Rosa Parks and her refusal to give up her seat on a bus to a white person, sparking protests and becoming a pivotal moment in the civil rights movement. Duhigg believes that movements are successful when they become collective habits and people consistently take action to change the status quo. Conclusion: how can we harness the power of habits? The main message of the book is that our lives are shaped by habits, but this doesn't mean we are powerless against them. If we can understand the patterns of habits, we can change them, and instead of being victims of bad habits, we can use them to improve our lives. To change your habits, follow these 3 steps. Identify the cues for your habits. What triggers the behavior? Do you feel a certain emotion, or are you in a specific place? Understand the rewards you get from the behavior. Why is the behavior appealing? What do you get out of it? Replace the routine with a healthier one. Choose a new behavior that still provides the same reward. Ultimately, the power of habit shows us that every change begins with a small decision. By controlling our habits, we can improve our personal, professional, and social lives and reach greater success. If you can change your habits, you can change your destiny.